Stephen, a fantastic performance and result the match today with a 3-0 victory against Crusaders.
Yeah, I think it was coming really after our performance last week against Portadown. I felt the way we knocked the ball about at Portadown was the best I've seen us play. And today we got the cream, if you like, because we matched the performance with the goals, which we didn't get last week when we created the chances to score and we didn't take them. We've taken those chances today, and we've run out comfortable winners here. We've scored 3 goals, maybe could have got another 1 or 2 that, you know, Ned has missed a big chance pre-half time to make it 3-0. And we've restricted Crusaders to very little here today, so that's good from our perspective. That's the team working hard, doing their jobs well, and going to the wheel every week to make it work. And so you've got to keep that going. Look, there's no easy games in this league. It's a tough league, and you've got to fight for every point. Crusaders have been on a brilliant run. They've got excellent players all through their team, and you know, we had to stand up to that challenge today and make sure it worked. And but we had worked out what their tactics might be, and I thought we coped with it really well.
Pleasing, as you say, not just to get the goals, but the times at which we got the goals. You know, the first 2 coming early into the first half really gave us that foothold into the game.
Yeah, you know, it's important to apply the pressure in the right areas of the football pitch in the right moments, and we got off to a very bright start by putting pressure on their back 4. Or back 3 maybe it was in the first half, but you know, that was the plan, was to get around them early and not let them settle on the ball, and we did that really well. And as I say, we set a tone for what we wanted to try and do, and we got into a rhythm, and we scored the goals in the right moments.
Defensively, we were very solid today, especially when you consider we had Josh Andrews filling in at right back.
Well, not only did he fill in, but I think he might have picked up the Man of the Match award. Josh Andrews is a very talented player. He's going to become a very good player. We had no hesitation in putting him in there. He's got nice balance in his feet. He's got a bit of pace around him, and he can play. So I had no worries about playing him at right back. It's the easiest position to play on the football pitch. So I was pleased that he went in and held his shape nicely, stepped into the game, grew into the game, and I thought he was really brilliant.
Paul Heatley with a brace rolling back the years, wasn't he?
Well, you know, this man defies all the odds, doesn't he? You know, at his age, he's just talented, quality player, scores goals, pace about him. He's just marvellous, and as I say, but we needed all of that. You know, you talked around the back 4. Joe and Luke today, BBR, superb. Gives you a platform to build on, and I thought, you know, we had a bit of our midfield. You know, we had to put, you know, Cush and Kyle and Paul in a midfield, losing Shannon Clucas, things like that. So we had to just improvise and just work things out to make sure we had the balance right, and I felt our quality all over the pitch today was exceptional.
Do you feel that sort of set the mark of what you want to see from the team, you know, in terms of performance and also the sort of quality and the conviction in the final third as well going forward?
Look, our squad depth is very light. We have 2 or 3 young players who are still, you know, haven't made their mark in the 20s yet, and that is going to be difficult until we can bring some reinforcements in, and you know, I had to ask Stephen Gordon to come in and help us today because of the loss of Shannon Clucas and Jordan Curtis Forsyth. So those are things that behind the scenes that we're having to work on and try and find players as the window approaches. We have to grow the squad because it's a long season ahead. All these games are really difficult, and when you lose people to suspension and injury, it can be hard in pushing the same players week in, week out. So we've lots to do. We'll not dwell on 3 points here today. For me, it was a reward for how well the team have done in the last couple of weeks. That I felt that result was coming, but never dwell too much on one performance. Never think you've achieved anything. Where we've 3 vital points in our position is important. We've got to try and find another 3 and then another 3 to try and grow ourselves and keep pushing hard to get out of the mess that we're in. that's football. So I don't get too carried away with a win, a loss, a draw. There's lots of football matches to play, and we just got to make sure that the players are fit, ready to play, and giving their all every time they play. So what they're giving us right now is fabulous, and I can't ask any more of them. They're going beyond the pale right now, and they will continue to do that because they've got that fight in them.
Lastly, Stephen, we're at home once again next Saturday as we welcome Dungannon Swiss.
Now, I don't speak about matches straight after matches. We will bring people all in, see what the squad looks like on Tuesday when I assess injuries and other things. We'll look forward to that challenge. There's a lot goes in behind the scenes as you build up to a big match. And we'll welcome Dungannon. They're a very good footballing team, always have that tag about them. They've had a brilliant season thus far, and we will need to be at our best to get some from the game.
Thank you, Stephen.